No eBay when you're not home.
Well, yes, but not that one. If water runs through it.
I know, they do it. But this is septic.
Yes, Mike Scott Plumbing does septic.
I knew that.
866-314-4443.
I know. 866-314-4443. Got it.
And what's with the mariachi band?
You didn't say anything about Amazon.
On next week's episode of What Not to Do.
Come on, an elephant?
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, beautiful Monday morning. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you're having a good day. And Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. And I can't wait to tell him he is Doug's hero. He is Doug's
he is.
hero. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was just, I did a lot of stuff around the yard and around the house.
Oh, that's good.
I'm ready for spring. I got spring fever bad. I'm not going to kid you.
Are you ready for spring training?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, pitchers and catchers reported last week, one day. To me, and I'm not kidding, it should be a national holiday. Opening day for baseball should be, it should be, you're not allowed to go to school. Not just that it's a day off or anything. You're not allowed to go to school or do any work. You have to watch a baseball game. So,
if I said to you, baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Buick, would you know which one doesn't belong?
Yeah, it's Chevrolet.
So yesterday for me and Doug, it was baseball, hot dogs, apple pie.
I have never eaten an apple pie at a baseball game. I think I would like to try it, though.
Well, I think the idea was things that are all American, and Chevrolet was trying to group themselves with things that are all American. So I took Doug to a batting cage yesterday.
Oh yeah, all right.
All right. Did you happen to see the videos?
I did not. No.
All right. I'll have to tag you on your other name on Facebook.
I don't ever open that app.
Oh, you don't? You don't?
No.
Well, okay.
You're
so
my only friend. So I'll go on there. Put it on there.
All right.
I will log in and look at it.
Okay. Well, let me tell you the chain of events. So we're talking yesterday at breakfast. Doug comes over for breakfast on Sundays, and somehow baseball comes up, and so I say, hey, do you want to go to a batting cage today? So yeah, okay. So long story short, we go to the batting cage at Easy Street, which was very cool. I mean, $1, 15 pitches. You can't beat the price, right? All right. So I guess I don't know what the going rate is for a batting cage. I thought it was a really cool price. So anyway, and I got to tell you the story about the young man. There was a young man. They said when I went in there, they said, "Well, get him the first one on the left because that's the slow ball. You don't want him to get hurt with the fastballs." I said, "Okay." So there was a boy in the first one. He was practicing probably for his little league team, right? And so he saw Doug waiting. He says, "Are you waiting for the cage?" I said, "No, you go ahead. You just take your time. We're just two old guys. You don't worry about us. you have fun." No, and he was so polite. He said, "No, that's okay. I can step out." And I said, well, he won't be in there that long. So I gave him one of my tokens, because 15 balls. Yeah. It's only $1. Anyway. All right, so now Doug is in there, and I'm using my little phone to capture a video of him, which I do. And I say, I'll put it on Facebook. Your brothers will be able to see you. Your sister will be able to see you. Robert will be able to see you. He said, I want Galen to see me.
Well, now I got to watch it.
Yeah. You're the guy. You're his go-to guy.
I mean, when Galen sees this, I'm going to be on his team. I know it. Right?
That's right. Exactly. He's going to be the star.
So yeah, I mean, you're his hero. He didn't care about his brother seeing him. No, he did care. I mean,
awesome. Yeah, but no, Galen, you're at the top of the list. Let me tell you.
I wanted to make sure you saw.
I appreciate that.
I said, well, I'll tag Galen, but his name is not Galen anymore. It's something else.
But it's on Larry's Facebook page, so you'll be able to see it. If you go, Larry's got a couple videos.
I thought I'd share that with you. So then anyway, so I was looking up spring training because I was thinking to myself, okay, a lot of people call in the show and they never ask Robert and I anything. They would say, hey Galen, I got a question for you. So I have a question for you. All right. Because it kind of stirred an idea for me to take Doug to a spring training game. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I looked up a little bit about it. There are two leagues, and one of them is in Florida called the Grapefruit League. Is that right?
Yep, Grapefruit League and the Cactus League.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's only one we can go to. It's the grape, because there's no way I'm going to New Mexico or Arizona where the other one is.
Arizona. No, I mean, there's 13 teams here. No, 15 teams here. I can't remember. But they're all over. You can go to Lakeland. You can go to, Tampa, the St. Petersburg area, Orlando. This is the last year the Braves are going to be in Orlando. They're all over the place. It's not far at all.
Where's your team? Where's the Red Sox? Where do they practice?
Fort Myers. They are down in Fort Myers.
Oh, okay.
And how much are tickets generally for a spring training game?
Like $15.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And what are they if you
go online? Go ahead.
What are they if you go to the actual game once it's this season?
It depends on where the seat is, obviously. How low you are and how close you are to the field. But so if you went to Turner Field, you could get a ticket in left field. That's where I always sat, on the right and left field for $9 because they were so bad.
So give me an idea.
On a Tuesday night.
Or give me an idea of why you go to a training game as opposed to waiting for the professional season. Why do you do that?
Well, one, it's here locally, and you're going to see teams that you're not going to be able to see. I mean, you could see the Toronto Blue Jays, who don't come this. I guess they go to
Oh, okay.
play the Rays. But the Rays tickets are more expensive, so you can get a ticket for the Rays. It's about $35.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've never quite understood that, but why the Braves were cheaper than the Rays, but it's just it is.
So
it all depends on the day of the week and who's coming into town and who's playing. I only want to see the Rays if they're going to play the Red Sox. But I'm sure if they were playing the Minnesota Twins, the tickets would be cheaper.
All right.
Because they raised the price for the Red Sox and the Yankees.
All right. So I'm guessing JetBlue Park is in Fort Myers. That's where that is?
Yeah. That's where they play. It's fantastic. What a beautiful ballpark that is.
Are all the
And
spring?
there's something intimate about spring training. It's a much smaller venue. Most of them hold right around 7,000 people, somewhere in there. It's a practice game, so there's no guarantee you're going to see any stars or anything. But that's not what you go there for. It's a really cool experience.
And how long does spring training last down here?
Well, they'll be finished with the games April 1st. Is I think opening day this year, and so they'll play throughout the entire month of March. They really start They start on the 24th, I think, is the first game. I think in Arizona,
Okay.
and they play all the way through March 1st.
So everybody stay. They don't.
April 1st.
They don't switch. The grapefruit guys don't go over to Arizona. Everybody stays in their own place.
No. You stay in your own state. And you drive back and forth to games. Most of your big stars just stay at home and only play at home. They have to. They had to put in a rule that you have to have 6 major league roster players travel to any away games or to any split squads. So
Let me take a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, see, Galen, on the spring training, can you lock in a season pass to hold some good seats?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh wow, you can see.
I mean, but there are some tickets like at Fort Myers, you can sit inside the green, what they call the Green Monster, and those tickets are about $70 a piece. Now, when the Red Sox play the Yankees, they'll be sold out. You can only buy them, from a secondary ticket market, and they're $150.
Right.
About how many games do they play in spring training?
30-something. I think 36, 35.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Hugh. Appreciate the questions.
So is it better to buy tickets online, or can we chance to go down there on the day we want to go there?
Oh, I would go. I would have a ticket before you go.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to make that drive and not have a ticket.
That's a long drive for Doug, though.
Yeah, but
Fort
Orlando
Myers.
is close.
I know.
Orlando's only
Tampa.
an hour and a half.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that a long drive?
So what teams play there? What teams play in Orlando?
Braves. The Braves will play there.
Oh, okay.
Atlanta Braves.
I actually bought tickets for the Atlanta Braves. Remember
Yeah,
years
you did.
ago?
Yes, you did.
For Doug and my son and my 2 nephews.
Right.
We were
Jim
all
and
going to
Jeff,
go.
yeah.
And they had a strike.
Yeah. They had us.
The one
Yeah.
time, the one time in my whole life, I was taking them to a professional baseball game.
Yeah.
And there was a strike. It was unbelievable.
Well, the Mets played out. You could always go see your Mets I know you're a huge Mets fan.
I know me.
Talk about it on Facebook. But it's a really cool experience.
I think I want to go. I'm going to do this. I'll probably do that this year. But real quickly, here's what I found.
Now, you could always wait. You could always wait to the summer and go to a minor league game in like Daytona, or they have minor league games in Lakeland and in Jacksonville. And that's a completely different experience. So,
is it the game or is it seeing famous players that really matters to the audience? I guess spectators.
Both.
Yeah.
Both. What I love about spring training is, one, it's a relaxed atmosphere. You're going to see players who you haven't seen before, especially some prospect that everybody's talking about. But it's the experience of the ballpark. For me, it's a throwback to when I was, 6, 7, and 8, going to spring training with my father, and and that whole experience, and seeing Yaz play and things like that. So seeing my father's favorite players growing up, and because we went to spring training every year till I was about, 12 or 13. So we would go down there for 3 or 4 days and watch the Red Sox play 3 or 4 times at 2 different ballparks. So
I think it'd be more exciting watching spring training with major leagues than going to a minor league.
because of the famous players, right?
Yeah. I think the people would rather see that.
I mean, it's a better. I think absolutely, it's a completely different experience.
All right, I just shared
Major League
it with
Baseball
you.
Game is a Major League Baseball game. I mean,
All right, so
you're going to have really good players.
Let me tell
minor
you.
league's just different.
Let me tell you some
I
prices.
love baseball, so I watch baseball anytime it's played well. I enjoy it.
All right, here's some prices. This is Northeastern at Red Sox on Thursday, the 23rd of February at 1:05 p.m. So this is just this one particular game. I'm guessing the prices are different all the time.
Now, that's not an official sanctioned spring training game. It's because they're playing the first 2 games are a college game, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, the most expensive ticket for this one is $24.50.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're seeing another college team. And the Red Sox will play they'll play 2 innings, and then they put in all their AAA guys.
And then $16.50, I guess, is for the field box. Let me go down to another print. So there's about $16 or $15 for almost all of them, and then $7.50 for the left field deck, $14 for the green monster deck.
Yeah. And that's not a seat; you just stand, and then you can sit wherever there is a seat. It's like a outdoor pavilion.
Oh, really?
Patio.
$5 for the reserve bleachers. $5 for the bleachers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, $7.50. $7.50 for the Green Monster standing room. $5 for the Green Monster deck standing room, and $2.50 for the right field reserved lawn. You just on the lawn.
That's where you just bring out a blanket and you just hang out like a picnic. It's a pretty cool place to watch a game, but to sit down on that grass for 4 hours gets old really quick. 'Cause you can't bring in a chair.
Oh.
You can bring in a blanket.
Oh.
But you can't bring in a chair.
Do you get in trouble if you say bada 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 swing? Do you get?
No, just everybody around you will look at you like you're an idiot. I mean, that's the trouble you get in.
All right, let me take a little break. How's the blood supply right now? Then we'll continue this on the other side.
We're okay. We're still an emergency needed type of O, both O negative and O positive. So we just need people to get out there and give blood, because that is 45% of the population is an O positive. So please get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood.
All right, donate blood, and thank the folks at Penn Flooring in Palm Garden of Ocala for sponsoring that important announcement. Penn Flooring has some beautiful flooring, 1201 Southwest 17th Street. They can tell you everything you need to know about the flooring you're considering, whether it's carpet or wood flooring or vinyl or tile. Go check it out. They're at the location on 17th Street, just on the other side of the McKay-Williams Bridge if you're heading from Pine Avenue. The website is pennflooring.com. And Palm Garden of Ocala Health and Rehabilitation Center, skilled nursing. Those 2 words are important. Skilled nursing. They're a skilled nursing facility. They've got long-term health care, of course, rehabilitative care, and short-term. If you have a knee that's been, you blew out and you went to the hospital and you need some rehabilitation, that's where you can get it right there. And, of course, respite care for the caregiver who needs a little break, and take mom in there for the day or for a couple days. And that way you can get a little break yourself. Ask them about all the different programs and the therapy they offer. 854-6262 is their number. 854-6262. We'll be right back with Galen talking about spring training on the other side.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixing with clouds on this Monday, the high 77 to 81. Monday night will be partly cloudy, though 55 inland, 61 along the coast. For Tuesday, times of clouds and sunshine, high 78 to 82. For Wednesday, cloudy with showers and a thunderstorm, the high 77 to 81. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Palm Garden wants to get to the heart of the matter. If you've been in the hospital as a cardiac patient, maybe you have a pacemaker or congestive heart failure or an arrhythmia, or perhaps you're a heart bypass patient, then consider Palm Garden as your rehab choice. With proven outcomes second to none, Palm Garden fixes broken hearts. Call today at 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to tune in to the first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. to learn about the latest advances in healthcare available right here at home. Ocala Regional Medical Center and Strive have teamed up to bring the most qualified medical professionals on the air to answer your questions and bring information to help you in your decisions concerning your health. Again, that's the first and third Thursday. Health matters.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
WOCA. All right, 22 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. We're having a fun chat. Hopefully, if you're a baseball fan, you'll love in this chat, because if there was such a thing as like rock and roll training or something like that, I would go to those events too. But I can see this is exciting. When I was a kid, Galen, I can remember if I had friends that were playing baseball, I would go and watch them. You know, even though I was kind of not really into the actual game itself, it was just a fun. It was a fun thing to be around. It was an exciting thing to be around.
Well, I think so. I mean, it's my favorite sport, so I'm a little biased. I mean, my kids play soccer and football, and they don't care at all about baseball. It's my son, my oldest son, Caleb, will once in a while, this kid arrives at him. He goes, "Dad, you want to go throw the baseball?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm kidding." And I'm like, "Oh." Baseball is my favorite sport.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did that to me like a week ago. I said, "All right, fine. All right, I'm going to remember that." He goes, "I'm just kidding."
So I'm curious.
No, I mean, he knows. I pushed my kids to baseball, and I think that was a problem. But they were both really good. But now they don't play it at all.
Well, Alex does music, and he's really, really good at it. But to be honest, I never pushed him to do music.
No.
In fact, he played baseball when he was a kid, and I supported that, of course. I wanted him to do whatever, because here's what I believe. I believe that God gave everybody a talent, everybody a passion, and that they should be encouraged as children to pursue whatever that is. That's always been my belief. And so if you show that you're interested in something, I want to say, go for it. I want you to push for that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like the parent or the adult who says you're never going to amount to anything. I hate, because you hear all these stories about people who were told they're never going to be anything, and then they become something. You know, so.
Well, I certainly hope that's not from the parents, because that doesn't help at all.
No. But you know there was some like that.
Oh, sure.
But anyways.
But in order to do that, because I think you're right on, you have to expose your kids to different things. And I think as a parent, that's your job. You can't and too often, I heard this all the time as a coach, well, I was waiting for them to tell me they wanted to do it. They don't know, when you're 9 or 7, you don't know what's out in the world. You don't know what's out there for you. Your parents, you've got to walk them through this process. And so you have to expose them to new things.
But see, here's how the worlds can come together. Everybody knows music and sports come together quite a bit. But when I was a kid, there was a place, and my brother, if he's listening, will remember this, Gunther Field. That's where all the baseball kids would play, right? And I'd be down there because my friends were there. That's where they would be. Mm-hmm. And so I had a teacher, and she wanted to teach us about journalism. And she said to me, Larry, you're always down there. Why don't you write a story about the game? And I said, oh my gosh, I have no idea what they're doing. I'm just watching. Mm-hmm. And so my friend Jimmy, who, by the way, has been on this show as a police chief, fire chief from the 911 story, you might remember. He's the Mets fan, not me, by the way. But he said to the teacher, have Larry do the art, because back in those days you couldn't put a photograph on a newsletter. Mm-hmm. You had to do. They did something called mimeograph. Was that what it was called?
Mimeograph.
So you had to draw on the mimeograph paper, and then they could reproduce the picture. So I would draw pictures of baseball stuff, whatever I drew. So that was my job. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, so it came together. There was art, and somebody else was given the assignment to write about it. And I was just doing the pictures.
That's cool.
Long different time ago, huh?
Yeah.
When Kevin Christian was in here the other day, he said, what was the first computer you had in your school? And I said, I must be older than you. There was no computers in my school.
No, there wasn't.
There was no computers in my school.
No computers.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Where's the Bloodmobile today, Galen?
Hey, today we're actually at the Walmart on Bahia Avenue, and then we're also out in the Walgreens in Bellevue. So 2 locations to serve you today.
There you go.
And again, we are in emergency need of Type O, so please give the blood and donate blood.
Too bad you can't team up with some of the spring training games and give tickets away or something when you give blood.
No, they're just not in our area. They actually do. We used to a long time ago, but One Blood now has a good relationship with all of them.
What about, do you have to have a ticket to go see a Gator baseball game?
Yeah, it's like $6.
So do you give them away ever?
No, because it's an NCAA issue. I mean, the University of Florida, it's anything to do with an athletic association. It's always about making money. So they don't give us much of anything. They give us approval to use their logo once or twice a year, and that's enough for us.
Wow. Gosh.
All right. Well, that was fun. It was a fun chat, isn't it? Now I'm going to look it up. I really want to do this. I really want to find one.
I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. Go down there. There's a 1:00 game. You get there early because they usually have, music playing. Like in Fort Myers, they have a live band that plays before, and they have this whole pavilion where it's all these like food trucks. And then there's a live band playing before the game even starts. It's a really cool atmosphere. It's amazing.
All right, we're gonna do this.
Yeah, well, Doug's ears are already perked up as far as.
How about you? You want to go?
I think sure. I'd like to go. That would be fun.
Let's go.
That would be fun.
All right. Well, we're gonna do this. I just want to see a team people like, though. Nobody seems to like the Devil Rays. Well, the Rays, I mean.
We got the Braves, Galen said.
Yeah, I know. All right. Well,
Braves are the closest, and this is the last year they're there. They're moving further south. You can go to Lakeland and see the Tigers.
if we had
all
built,
up and down the coast.
Galen, we've got less than a minute. But if we had built that stadium here, that Yankee thing we were talking about, would we be seeing spring training here?
Yeah, we would have gotten at least one game with the big club once a year. That was part of the deal. And again, we would have gotten one game, but they would have had a ball. It would have been an opportunity, and I still haven't gotten a good reason as to why we didn't do it. So.
All right, Galen, thank you for what you do, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, you guys are great. Thanks, y'all.
Bye bye.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. The White House preparing a new travel ban said to involve the same mostly Muslim nations in the order now on hold in the courts.
It exempts those who already have a visa, even if they haven't used it yet. Green card holders and dual citizens will also be exempt. At the same time, the Homeland Security Department is releasing new guidelines aimed at aggressively